this video, we're going to talk about the dart construction on the front panel of the jacket. Now, there are a number of ways to do this, and the instructional video is actually different from what we have here on the pattern piece. But we're going to talk through what we have here, why it is as it is, and we'll also then talk through how I amended it so you can follow the videos. But I think what's important to understand in this case is that it doesn't matter how you do it, it's just that you understand the reasoning behind the choice you make, so it is the correct way to construct for your individual designs. If we understand why something is the way it is, we then can understand how to alter it and amend it to fit our specific needs. So the pattern piece we have in front of us is of a standard jacket front. We have our dart, and here you can see there's a section that is cut out and it separates at the base of the dart. This then becomes the pocket position. So with this opening here, it makes it easy to fold and construct the dart. And the width of the dart is actually equal to the step we have at the side, so that you can see the difference there on the two lengths of the pocket. The top one being longer to allow for the dart. Also, you can see there's a gap in between, and when these are actually pushed together in construction, the hem edge of the jacket lifts slightly to compensate. So the first thing we would do, once we've cut out this section, mark our darts, we would then have to construct the dart. The dart on a tailored jacket is a little bit different to other darts in that once it's constructed, you're sewing the right sides together, we're sewing our dart, and then we are splitting the dart so we can press it open. This means it helps to distribute the thickness and the bulk of the dart so it's not all to one side. It reduces the chance of being visible from the right side. Next, we then have to join these two sections together. This is what some of the fusible tape is used for that we discuss in our fabrics necessary. So you will push these together, a little bit of iron-on interfacing just to hold that in place. On the example I've got here, what I've done then is just put some sellotape to show how you would hold these together with your iron-on interfacing. Then you can join at the side panel, because now they are the same length. There's a notch to align to where the pocket is. And then once the side panel is on, you can construct your pocket, because the pocket actually goes 1.5 to 2 centimeters in front of the dart and across the side panel to about 17 centimeters. There are obviously exceptions and you can personalize this, but that is just an average. When you have this sort of construction, these are raw edges here that you've pushed together. They get concealed in the actual pocket opening once you apply the jets or the piping, whichever terminology you want to use. That then covers those raw edges. But something to consider if you had a fabric that was of an open weave, maybe this area would fray too much. So the stability of removing this sort of method of construction would help. Also, if you were to use an applied pocket, having a raw edge across the front wouldn't be viable either. So we would have to remove this. So the next part of the video will be talking about how to amend our front panel to get rid of these raw edges. So let's talk through the alterations. So you can see here I have my jacket front. Now remember, always make copies when you're doing alterations. Never edit your original. Always keep that original in case you wish to refer back to it in the future. So this is a copy, a duplicate of the front panel that you've already seen with the pocket position, a section where we would cut this out, the step at the side, which is equal to our wide open base of the dart. So the alterations I have applied to this front panel for the videos that follow. So if you wish to do it exactly the same, this is what we talk through here. But just to reiterate what we said at the beginning of this video, it's about knowing why they are like they are, not that you have to follow it. It's to understand it so you can make the most informed choice for the outcome you require. So the first thing I did was measure the distance between the two sections of the front, the top and the lower half, because we need to get rid of this allowance, or otherwise the side panel will no longer attach. So I've taken this off at the hem, so I've measured the same distance and I've drawn a line in to the front edge of the hem. So now our side panel attach is the same as the side panel. There's still a notch, so we can put a notch here to note where the pocket position is to make sure the side panel attaches in the same way. Next, I changed the construction of the dart. As this now longer is open, we need a pointed end to the dart. So from the waist, I've just tapered this down to the center to create the dart. This also means the allowance for the dart here, which is the step at the side, this step at the side needs to be removed because we no longer need this allowance because the dart is coming to a point. So from the pocket position from below the bottom section of the front, that point stays the same. Then I've taken the allowance off, gradually taking it out into the original line of the side panel attach. This means there are no raw edges along the front panel now when we're constructing the jacket. So this is what we have. A double-ended dart, no raw edges, nothing to fray. If we wanted to put an applied pocket, you've got a nice clean front. This is our pocket position marked, and on this example, as in the videos you'll see, there's pocket in here to act as a stabilizer for the construction of the pocket itself. But this will give it a cleaner line to the front, as say if you've got something that's open weave, or maybe something that's really chunky, or if you wish to use an applied pocket. Even though the fabric I'm using, the gabardine, is of a fine quality, and I could have had that raw edge along that front panel, it's something that I didn't want. So that is why I chose to remove it. So this means the choice is yours moving forward. So 3 simple steps to change the hem for the discrepancy at the side, the point at the dart, which then means the width of the dart, which is reflected in the side here, needs to be removed. And then you have a one-piece front panel without the raw edges to move forward to follow the videos that proceed in the construction of the jacket.